just as a document that you're going to read and sort of memorize and so forth, but really to think about why the document is framed the way it is. So Madison had sort of a pessimistic view of human nature and thought that men were basically self-interested and were going to act in order to maximize their interests. And basically said, if men were angels, we wouldn't need government. And if angels were to govern men, we wouldn't have to worry about basically them pursuing self-interest. Instead, they'd really be focused on what's best for the country and so forth. So we have a system of separate powers where each branch has its own responsibilities. And then we also have a system of checks and balances such that when one branch tries to encroach, tries to maximize its own power and encroach on the other branches are able to basically fend off and to check those attempts at encroachment. The way the Constitution is set up is it's set up as a system of limited government, limited national government power. Article 1 lays out Congress's authority, Article 2 lays out the executive authority, and then Article 3 lays out the judicial authority. Basically what happens is there's specific grants of authority given to the federal government, and then that which isn't given to the federal government remains with the states. And of course, we end up with a Bill of Rights in which the 10th Amendment does just that, indicates that the power that's not granted to the federal government remains with the states or is reserved to the people, which for Madison, that was basically meaning that it was reserved to the states. Really what you see happening in that process is sort of Madison's view of the nature of man working itself out, and it continues to do so today. And I think that's part of the genius of the constitutional framework, is that it took into account sort of what types of problems there might be, and those problems existed at the time when Madison was dealing with the Constitution, and they continue to exist today.